my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Theo's just stuffing his mouth.
I didn't know I was going to come in at that moment.
All right.
I was so busy irresponsibly eating, I didn't even know.
Oh man. My face is so red I can blend in with the sun.
I have to wipe the tears away. Welcome to the Rockhound Podcast.
Woo.
We don't even know what's going on. It's been so long since we've done one of these.
Pretty
things.
much.
Yes.
Welcome. And we're so happy that you could join us here while we eat irresponsibly and have mirth with each other. So it has been so long that we should probably introduce ourselves. Kurt, who are you?
I am Kurt with I can't talk. Kurt with Rock.Hounding.Adventures out in western Colorado.
Thanks
On
for
the
coming.
warm, hot, cute, and dry side of Colorado.
All right. Cool. Welcome back. And who the heck are you?
I'm he who irresponsibly snacks. Don't judge me. I haven't eaten today. Alexis got here right after we started, and I was like, oh no, it's going to be cold if I wait till we're done. Oh no.
Well, welcome back and snack away. Yeah.
I'll just periodically mute myself so you don't have to.
And those of you who are out there snacking as well, it's okay. You go ahead. Yeah.
It's perfectly
We're all
responsible to
inclusive.
snack if you're not, being recorded. At home, you're probably you don't have a camera in your face, probably, so you feel free to snack.
Probably not.
I mean, I don't know what you do at home, but
Yeah, we're not trying to peer in. We're not voyeurs. We're not. That's not what we're
you
doing.
do you, okay?
Yeah. Snack away.
No judgment.
And while we're not judging, I am Karen from Ozone Fine Art Ventures over here on the sort of sunnyish Oregon coast. We can't really decide. And we are doing the Rockhound Podcast tonight. This is kind of a hangout.
Yeah, pretty much.
100%.
It's been a while.
Yep, it's been a minute since we've all been around. So we're going to catch up with all the stuff that is going on with y'all and us all, and we'll just kind of congeal that together in a tidy, snacky package. So
That sounds good.
Yep. So without further ado, we can kind of do a lightning round on highlights, and then we can go deep under the skin, under the surface, and down into the host rock of the heavy duty subject. So, Kurt, what have you been up to?
Man, I have been up and down every road and street around here on the e-bikes, and seen some cool nature, a lot of elk and deer and porcupines and turkeys and cats and dogs. Sorry, my cat just knocked over the dog cage.
Nice timing, Cat.
Exactly. But we've actually been trying to get out and go on as many hikes as we possibly can. I haven't done a whole lot of rock hounding except for last night. We went out to go get some groceries and stuff out in Grand Junction, and then they weren't ready, so we were like, okay, let's go rock hounding for a little bit. And can I go ahead and show photos?
Oh yeah, if you wanna do what you want. This is a hangout.
I went to the book cliffs to find little bitty calcite crystals like this.
I just realized I turned my screen off, not muted myself, so you can still hear me eating.
I was wondering why you disappeared.
Yeah, we were just getting the ASMR on this side of it. Thanks, man.
Wrong button.
Okay, he's muted.
So I went to go find these little thin, 1/4 inch or thinner pieces of calcite, optical calcite, so I can cab, because, wait, I don't know. Hold on. they have, if I can even show it, they have a ton of, nope, that's not going to work, rainbow inclusions. It's not going to pick up. I'll be making a video on it. But I went there to get these and was hopping around from tailing to tailing piles that from everyone that has ever dug there, and started finding some really beautiful barite, clear barite crystals.
I'll be darned.
And that were accidentally left behind. So that's super cool. And then, like, next thing you know, I started finding big chunks of calcite.
What?
With nice chunks of barite sticking into them, and tailings. And then it's like, after I found this one, I started finding chunks like this.
What?
And like this,
I'm gonna comment for Theo also. What?
So like this was like a calcite blade or point, but then you flip it over and you got barite, little barite crystals stuck in here, and then some little blades, either calcite or barite blades sticking out right here. And I ended up carrying out probably about 100 pounds in my backpack. And when I was like hiking back to the road, I tripped because of all the weight.
Oh.
No, I'm really glad I tripped. It was a good thing. I almost face planted. But because I tripped, I kicked up a bunch of dirt forward, and there was a rattlesnake like 2-3 feet in front of me. I would not have seen.
Oh,
and
wow.
that thing started rattling, and I was like, "What's that noise?" And it was like right at that moment where like the sun is set, and there's like it's like that white and black like zone.
Yeah.
And I see something kind of coiled up with the rattler. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So I was like, "I'm not going back out there to get my other rocks. I'll come back another time."
Oh man, that was like almost like a total Raiders of the Lost Ark moment where you stumble and fall, and then you like fall straight into like eye to eye with the snake type thing.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Negative on that.
That's terrifying.
That is the first rattlesnake I've ever seen like in the wild. I've seen like rattlesnake pits and stuff.
Dang.
And like I've heard them. I've more come across water moccasins and copperheads,
which is also equally like frightening.
And coral snakes. So
that's crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's just because that's like the only venomous snake we have in Montana, but I see at least like 5 or 6 every year. It also helps that the best rocks are usually in the prairie where they love to be. So
yeah, we have a heap and helping of them out here, and I did have my snake encounter also lately. So yeah.
I haven't yet this year, but man, we saw like at least 10 of them last year.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I had a similar experience to you, Kurt, where it was like snake o'clock. And I startled the snake. I was in La La Land up there at Gem Fields, like just soaking in the Chalcedony. It was fabulous, and I was just having to high grade what was on the ground. And sure enough, this little guy, I startled him coming at him, and we were both startled at the same time, and he got really pissed and did the whole rattly thing, and I sort of levitated backwards.
Yep, and then came to that you're like in their zone and not
totally.
in La La Land.
Yeah. Like he made it totally clear that that's not what he wanted me to be doing. And sure enough, I not only got out of there, but I was like in the middle of the scrub that you can see in the background to either side of me here. That's actually exactly where we were. And so there was all that in between me and like camp.
And you're like, oh gosh.
Now I'm like super like on snake dar, and I have to walk back to the camper, and it was like, do I go the short way, which is straight through the scrub, or do I go the long way on the road?
Yeah.
If I'm going to run into any
contemplating.
venomous snake, I would prefer it to be a rattlesnake. I learned a crazy statistic the other day that blew my mind. Do you know more people, actually 3 times as many people, die every year from deer than rattlesnakes? And I don't mean like by hitting a deer, like a deer kills 3 times as many people every year than rattlesnakes.
Interesting.
Wow.
That's crazy to think
Blew
about.
my mind.
Yep.
There weren't any deer, so I guess I was safe relatively.
You're in way more danger of deer than rattlesnakes. Is my take.
I almost hit a deer on my an elk on my e-bike.
Ooh.
That is not a fight I would want to start.
No, not even with a truck.
I was going with no headlights, driving down a dark road where there was no street lights, but I could see better with the headlights off than I could and I was trying to save my battery, but I was using the moonlight, and then all of a sudden I see something kind of move, and I slammed on my brakes and turned, and like 3 elk ran across the road.
Wow.
It was freaky.
Yeah. How fast were you going?
About 28.
Woo.
So.
Yeah, that would have been a wreck. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been ungood. Yeah. Wow. All right. So, do you have some more, or do you want to lightning round this and we can come back around?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I have a lot, but not in here because it's like all laid out on the concrete out back.
Gotcha.
I just have a bunch of little bitty pretty, like, they look like diamonds, but they're barite crystals that were left behind.
Those are beautiful.
I don't recommend mining barite crystals with just a rock pick. That's all I had because I took out my chisels and hammers and shovels and knee pads and everything. I took it out before we left because I wasn't planning on using it, but ended up could have used it. Can't talk tonight.
As per, like we're all on relaxation mode right now. Yeah, so we're just hanging out. Yeah. Go ahead and make the sounds like you wanna. So we can circle back around if you want, and we can see item 1 from He Who Irresponsibly Snacks if it's not a French fry.
Well, see, I don't know how to lightning round this because I made like a nice little folder of pictures. So I'm wondering if we want to just come back to me and I'll just blow this picture.
Oh, like settle in. Yeah. Type thing.
Now we'll do story time and show and tell. It won't take long.
We can do that. Like if you want to complete your cycle there, Kurt, then we can do that.
What do you mean cycle?
Do you have more?
No.
Okay.
Not in here. I showed you all the ones that I had. So like just there's different sizes of beautiful
so cool.
Optical
is
calcite.
that rainbow, like rainbow calcite, basically?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's filled with like beautiful rainbow inclusions.
Man,
like when I send boxes out, I'll make sure to send y'all some.
Okay. I found a piece of that one time, and it was in that sweet little parallelogram like you just showed.
Yep.
And I could not believe, like, the only other piece I had ever owned was given to me, and to actually find that was like somewhat magic. I just it's like the whole rainbow in this little cube thing. I mean, I don't know. It's very special. Because a lot of people.
Sorry. I was gonna say I've only found it once. I never found it in Montana. The only time I've ever found it just so happened to be in Colorado. So
it was like I said, I was going there for little pieces like this, but then when they just kept getting bigger and then bigger and then bigger, like I was like literally hopping around in the hole trying to video, like, oh my gosh, look over here, but nobody was around. Like my phone died, and I was just talking to myself. So I'm pretty sure if Tessie heard me from the distance, she would have just been seeing me jump around this hole and randomly like shouting, like, "Oh my gosh, look at this one! This is even bigger!" But And then like
Talk to the
I
demons
was
again.
watching for scorpions because I know there's scorpions out there. I've seen them before, but I wasn't even paying attention to snakes.
Yeah.
So
Wow. That's exciting. That's
yep.
an exciting find for
Heck
sure.
yeah.
At the end of the month, I'm gonna go. My birthday's on the 27th. I plan on going to Yellowcat in Utah and
Nice.
collecting,
Nice.
hunting for agatized wood and a lot of the pigeon blood agates out there because they glow. There's a lot of uranium trapped in the silicas of the Chalcedony and it glows. I really can't talk tonight. They glow really green. I can't say yeah, they just glow green. And I'm tumbling about 15 pounds right now from a couple months ago when I was out there. So, um, yeah,
Heck
it's
yeah.
gonna be fun. Oh,
It's awesome. And
one
happy
other
birthday.
thing. Oh,
Be
thank
early.
you. Thank you. I'm me and my girlfriend are going to be starting a thing for like locals, rocks for kids, where we find stuff like this and tumble and just like put little bags together and then kind of like a scavenger hunt and post a picture, a little video clip of what it is, and then they people go out and find it with their kids.
Oh, cool.
That's an
Kind of
awesome
like
idea.
geocaching or whatever.
Yeah,
Nice.
just like that, and then
That's
like
awesome.
I've had a couple locals send me a picture of their like kids like holding the rocks, so
Wow.
it's a good way to get rid of rocks when you're hoarding, and
Who's hoarding?
I'm supposed to be getting rid of rocks, and I just brought home 100 pounds.
All right. But these are the new rocks.
Yeah, new rocks. So
Hello.
Definitely commiserate.
oh, look at him.
Hello. Yeah,
Hi.
thank you for sharing those beautiful, beautiful calcites and barites and all the goods that you find. And he who irresponsibly snacks, are you ready or do we wait?
Hello, Dante. Sorry, one sec. Dante, you gotta get down, honey.
I don't think so.
Come on,
No.
baby girl. There you
No.
go. Good girl. Oh, right back. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. Velcro.
Good. Yeah, this one's pretty well attached.
Should I go?
Yeah, you can go. I'm gonna be tied up for a while, apparently. Hi, sweetie.
Okay. So as you guys know, we struck out on a bit of an adventure a bit ago, and that was like a complete blast. Right before I had to go, I did need to finish up some special custom work, and this was the last like slam dunk before I could actually split. And so that's a tanzanite, an opal from Ethiopia, and an amethyst. And it did go to Lisa L'Argent.
Ooh,
She is the owner. Actually, her daughter is the owner of that.
that's
And
beautiful.
thank you. You know, it was really, really fun to make, and yet it was a little nail bitey because I hadn't really done something exactly like this yet. And so she sent me stones and I kind of came up with something, and this is what congealed on my I usually play with the metal and the gems at the same time, and you know, something kind of just explodes on my workbench, and this is what happened. I was like, really, you want to be this? Like, I haven't done this before. And so yeah, it was somewhat experimental but super fun. And so I like that was my release papers for being able to go out and play. And so the next step was to get in the truck and drive down the coast. So this is actually overlooking kind of up towards we're on the California one on the north side of the Golden Gate Bridge, kind of meandering down like the Morro Bay area type thing. And that was a blast. Here's the casita that we were traveling in, and there's Steve on a wave. So we were actually down in Ventura, and there's a place where you can camp that, you know, you can camp right at the surf spot. So we were
cool.
pretty stoked. That's called Rincon. The camping, I believe we were at Rincon North, and he literally could just like run over the top of those rocks, which is the riprap, down the beach and get into the surf, which was like definitely what we had already kind of fantasized about for the trip. And so we got to make it real. So that was kind of crazy. We ended up going over the mountains from Ventura, visiting some family, and we ended up here at Red Rock Canyon, where a lot of movies ended up being filmed, including we're going through a pile of cheap DVDs because we have a DVD player in the casita, and we ended up with it's a cowboy movie with Yul Brenner in it. Westworld. And it turns out that it was filmed here, and yet we had picked up the movie like, days before on the trip, not knowing that we were going to actually land where it was filmed. And so this was it at dawn. Absolutely beautiful. We boondocked there. There's a close up of so this counts as rocks, right? So I'm like dorking out on the geology aspect, like, oh my gosh, look at those, the layers of the ashfall and the way that they're eroding, and there's some really, really neat stories. Woo! This is a tiny bit of video of what they call turban rock, and it's just unreal. It looks like somebody cool. Yeah, like some giant decided to sculpt it or something. It was really just
cool. It was me.
It was Theo. Theo and Dante did this.
I did that.
And so then we cruised across the Death Valley, and we ended up in the town of Rhyolite, which is also rock related because it's rhyolite, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was like an incredibly cool ghost town, complete with ghosts with bicycles.
That's cool.
Yeah. And so I highly recommend going out there. But what was interesting was all of the history of the ore mining that happened there and is still happening in the area, which is like insane. You drive through there and you see all of this really cool mining. And so here we go. We're at Gem Fields in Nevada, which is just a little north of Goldfield or south of Tonopah. And you can see if you travel down the pick side of my rock pick, there's like a bullseye piece of chalcedony with white in the center and some concentric rings of reds and oranges. Like these boulders are huge, and that's like all chalcedony, and a lot of it is like basically gem grade. And so, or semi precious, like make cabs out of it, whatever. It's like takes a polish like nobody's business, and you seriously have to high grade when you're there because there's just so much. These are the burrows. I thought you guys might want to see the burrows.
Definitely. Theo,
yeah.
Come back now. Come back.
I'm just eating. I'm hiding my shame.
There's so they're feral, and they were released from, of course, like you've probably seen the like whatever it is, 20 mule team, or is it 40 mule team, the Baraxo and all of the different mining efforts. Well, they released these burrows. They multiplied like crazy, and these guys are all transplants. Originally, they are so happy. Look at how fat.
I know.
Yeah, they're super happy. And so these guys originated from Africa, and like were brought here, and then now they're allowed to be wild burrow, and they are everywhere, and it's so
is that in Oregon?
Cool. No, this is in Nevada. Yeah. And go ahead.
I was gonna say, have you heard that Nevada used to have wild camels?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Same scenario. They were brought in for mining, and then some just wandered off.
Yeah, wild camels. I mean, what a non sequitur, right? And so this is an antelope in the middle of what I wanted to illustrate here was that the globe mallow were going off so hard that like you would go up over like a little pass and an entire little valley or graben would be completely covered in orange. Like it was the wildflowers were going off so hard. It was just beautiful. This is some of the gem chalcedony from Gemfield, and I slabbed this bad boy up so that you can kind of see some of the different variations. And here's another piece, so a little bit more like the one that you saw in the picture, complete with a dog hair. And for reference, yeah.
They just randomly appear everywhere.
Yeah, for size. They're always in the pictures. And
Those
so
beautiful.
yeah, this is a handful of some of the cabochons on the dops, and so they really are pleasant. And one of the things that I really like about it, not only are they super hard chalcedony, so it takes a little while to shine them up, but they take a shine so beautifully because they're so hard. And so they also come in shades of purple. They at Gemfield, they actually let you go to, like, you can choose wherever it is that you want to pick up a certain kind, like if you want bullseye chalcedony or the purple with dendrites chalcedony. They've got like all of the different areas, kind of like the pits at Glass Butte. And so that was amazing. And then I think that is the last picture. And so what were you gonna say?
I would say that those two on the very corner of that photo were the one the it's like a teardrop in the bottom left corner.
Oh, these two guys over here.
Those are so beautiful. It kind of reminds me of like a Sedona landscape scene. Where you have the red rocks. My gosh, my language today. And the like cloudy, sunny, beautiful sky.
Yeah, so that was you saw the rough from that slabbing. Like I only got a little bit of slabbing done, and that first picture of the slabs that you saw, that's what they turned out
so beautiful
being. It was a flippin' mind blow, like the whole time. And then the other thing, actually, I'm gonna bring that up one more time here and point out yeah, so this guy right here, can you guys see my cursor?
I can.
Yes.
That guy there, and that and that. So this light white material.
Are they dendrites?
Yes, they're dendritic. You betcha. Yeah, sure. That is actually, let me dun dun dun. He's already oohing.
This is like little bitty to big chunk.
Yeah. And so this is where that came from, and this is silver ore.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Dudes.
That's
and
so cool.
One of my kooky things is that I typically start off really conservative when I work with material, and so I'll work with the small pieces first to figure out what I'm doing, and then I'll move into larger stuff when I'm feeling confident. And so I slabbed at the tiniest piece of the silver ore, which was like maybe lighter in ore also than the other pieces that I got, because there's this guy over here too. Yeah. And so I was able to shine up those guys, and those tiny little guys, because I just sliced one slice off, and I cut a few pieces off of that. And so as the ore moves from the white quartz to the silver ore, you get the dendrites that are black. And then sometimes if you get a rich enough part of the ore, then when you're polishing, you actually get silver. and I did get some little ribbons of silver through.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. And I totally didn't know that I was going to be ending up with this, but if you go out to gem fields, you want to stop in Goldfield first. You want to go to the gem field headquarters, and the Sharon was the person that I talked to there, and I didn't know that I was shopping for silver ore that day, but she did hook me up. And
pause, dude.
as Theo gets lacerated, but yeah, so an unexpected upside to going through that bit of the country. Of course, Tonopah is really rich with the veracite and turquoise as well, and so we actually just blazed from Gemfield up to a Spectrum Sunstone mine. We in one day we went from one to the other because we were on a mission. And what was ironic is that I was picking up veracite and turquoise from Chris, who had brought them out of the Tonopah.
Oh my gosh, dude, Pippin, no. No.
Are you okay? No. And
his voice.
He's gone dark. He's muted and gone dark. Theo, are you okay? Yeah, and so at any rate, if you need some stuff out of Nevada, you can always go up to the Sunstones at the Spectrum mine and get your veracite and turquoise from there, because we were like, we just were there, but of course we're not going to go hit their claim without them being there. And so we got some sunstones, of course, and headed on back up home. And it was like just an amazing whirlwind tour in our casita. And then I also got like a box from Lisa of a bunch of gems. And so I am absolutely loaded for Bear as far as gems and fun. And so everything from here on out is just like put my nose to the grindstone, most literally, and get to work. So, and you know what that means? It's supposed to be Theo's turn to tell us his stuff. So
but his dog crashed the system.
Yeah, apparently. Theo, come back. No, I think it was the cat. I think that was yeah. You know that big what do they call those, like,
Maine
huge
Coon?
Yeah, the Maine Coon. I think that
right. I remember now. That's his name.
Put the kibosh on
Dude,
all. Dude.
This has been the most chaotic live stream or podcast for me. So I I'm eating throughout the whole thing, keep turning it off. And then Dante just appears and she won't go away. And then I have to turn it off to go take her away.
Wait,
then
can I see him again?
Oh yeah. I
want to get a picture. Tessie's gonna get mad at me if I don't.
Oh gosh.
Hey, Alexis.
Say hi. Then while I'm dealing with Dante, I had like the most aggressive allergy flare up because Alexis was mowing his backyard, and the AC unit is right there. So all of that pollen just came straight at my face, and I just had to walk away because I had such a bad allergy sneeze fit. And then I finally get it all settled down, and then Pippin comes flying in here like some kind of acrobat and knocks my drink over, and it's all over the laptop, and I'm like, no. This has been madness.
It was supposed to be a gentle hangout, man.
I know, it's been chaos. Which I guess is fitting because that's just kind of how life has been lately.
Is that like a PSA for what happens when you irresponsibly snack?
Yeah, dude, you lose track of your life is what happens.
You saw it here, people. Well, do you feel like you can go on, or
I'll do my best.
Are we gonna forge forward?
I'll give it a fair shake.
Okay. Because I did show my donkeys and everything. So
I know all the while, like life is just crumbling apart. Oh my gosh, nose. Calm down. Okay. So I managed to get out one time since we got home from Florida to the Yellowstone before runoff hit. I got out one time, and we found a bunch of really, really nice agonized wood, a bunch of jaspers, and a shocking amount of TSAs, which are these absolutely wondiferous fortification agates. This thing is just absolutely loaded. And I'm so happy I did that. So I went out. Um, I went about an hour away. No, probably about half hour away. River was too high, no gravel exposed. So I got back in the car, kept driving, went about an hour away. Too high, no gravel exposed. So I drove another hour, river's still too high. Just kept going, and then I finally got to a spot about like 2.5, 3 hours away where there was enough gravel to hunt. So I like drove through the entire state trying to find a little bar that I could access. And I'm so happy I did because there is no gravel left whatsoever exposed anymore. It is so high right now. And there's still a ton of snow on the mountains, so it's going to be a bad flood year.
Oh,
I have a question.
I believe it.
Yes.
Yeah. So how long does the like now season last? Like when you guys are flooded out like that, like is now until when?
It depends on the year.
And how much
and
snow.
how bad the snow is. Usually it's done by like, if it's a really mild year, it'll be done by like,
July.
beginning of July. Typically it's more like middle of July. If it's a high year, sometimes it's August before you can get to the river.
It's about the same here. Right now it's flooding. The Colorado River is up about 6 feet.
Yeah, ours it's crazy high in Billings, and it's still just climbing. Oh my gosh, Pippin, why are you parkouring throughout the house?
Parkour!
He literally is just, dude, stop! Don't come back over here. He's the sweetest little tornado alive. I love him so much. But God, he is so destructive. All right, sorry. Anyway,
and distracting.
So distracting. God, he's so cute though. He thinks he's a dog. He was raised by the dogs, so he believes he is one.
Aw.
Is he bigger?
So,
do you want? Sorry, what?
Do you want your pictures?
Yeah, are they not up right now?
Nope. There you go.
Oh yeah, I thought it was already up. That's why I shared the screen. Okay, so this is probably my favorite piece we got that trip. It was worth driving 3.5 hours for.
Wow. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Then next, I've been prepping all of the echinoids from. Oh, gosh, Pippin, what are you doing? Okay, I gotta deal with this. Alexis, come get your cat.
I put it into full screen and now I wish I hadn't because that was epic. Oh man. Hey, how's your cat? Oh no, that's the dog.
Oh, this is a dog.
Yeah.
He's so dark. Like,
tell us this dog story.
Well, this is Granado, the weirdo. This is his nickname.
Cheers, Granado, the weirdo.
He's an Affin Pinscher Poodle mix.
Aw.
He's normally explosive energy like Theo's cat. I don't know why he's so tired right now, but he's like falling asleep.
Yeah, I can see that.
But he is our niece's dog. But I think we're secretly stealing him.
Oh,
because we were like watching him, but she hasn't asked for him back yet. So.
Oh, that's funny.
So she's been doing a lot of traveling, so now like she's back, hasn't asked for him, so we're not really wanting to say, hey, you want your dog back?
Yeah. What is it? Possession is 9/10 of the law. So
he's been with us half his life. So
there you go. Have you recovered?
Dude, it's all falling apart tonight. It's so, oh my goodness. All right. Okay, so I've been prepping a bunch of echinoids from Florida, and I just thought this was such a cool before and after. So front, back,
Jack,
side view, and here it is after about an hour with the scribe and air abrasion.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's
pretty.
the most perfectest little sand dollar.
Yeah, that is perfect.
It's so nice.
And what era are we looking at?
I think they're Eocene, if I remember correctly.
I
believe Eocene.
That's spectacular.
Yeah, I love these things so much. What's next? Oh, so yeah, I think I mentioned it in the last podcast. I was gonna go diving with Derek for agonized coral.
Stop.
And we talked and realized that I've never really done any diving like that before, so we should probably do something practice-wise first. Stop. So next time, Ben, it's spreading. The chaos is spreading.
Seriously, just like disconnected. He didn't even just like step off. Yeah,
he's just gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Okay. So
I'm sorry. It's spreading.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Dude, full screen. Come on. There we go. Technology. Okay, so but he still went out and collected a bunch of agonized coral, and he sent me home with a bucket filled with raw agonized coral. So in a very soon, very, very, very soon video, that actually might be Saturday's video, I don't remember. We cut all of it, and oh my gosh, we got some absolutely insane results. Like, this thing is the stuff of dreams, and it is so freaking glitter bomb, sparkly, druzy. Oh my gosh.
Well, that's evident, in this picture. Like, it's not just druzy, it's like this like multicolored. Yeah, like that's.
Oh my gosh.
Did you shop that, buddy?
I did not. I swear. Yeah, they're so freaking pretty. It's just a glitter bomb, and it's quartz, so it refracts wherever the crystals are touching, which is so freaking cool. So that was probably my favorite piece that I cut, but it honestly is a close tie between that one and this one.
Ooh.
It's so blue.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's so blue. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah, that side by side.
Yeah, I think that there's people in the community that are driving now towards your house, like at a fast speed. Like, that is beautiful material.
So nice. So we didn't just cut that in that video though, because we also went to another spot. Actually, when we were going to the quarry, we got to the hotel at like 10 p.m. and we're both like, we're still wide awake. We should go do something. He's like, well, I know of a spot where there's agonized coral nearby. I was like, sure, let's do it. So I didn't record the hunts just because I didn't have a good way to, like, it's pitch black. I didn't have a good way of actually filming because we were like hunting with the flashlights on our phones. But we got a ton of both varieties of agonized coral. Derek sent me home with a bucket of the geode agonized coral. But then when we went out, we got a bunch of solid agonized coral.
Oh, wow. Oh, how cool.
And they are literally...
Can you see cellular structure in there?
You can. Yeah, the structure is literally perfect.
Oh, you can see it when you're panning across, like, in the porosity of that. Yeah, that is insane.
It's so freaking pretty, too. Oh, so this actually ties into the next story because I'll get to that. Yeah.
What are you going to do with that?
That one I polished already.
Yeah. Look at that.
I'm planning on cabbing as much of this stuff as I can. I have so many slabs already.
Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah.
It's so nice. And we got like so much of it. Absolutely ridiculous amount of this stuff. And I've been slabbing and cutting, but also polishing. And it's just gorgeous. So pretty. But yeah, I remember last time I said that I realized that I had a vibratory lap. Physical time.
Yeah.
Well, it's been putting in the hours. It's been running nonstop since I got home.
I bet.
And I love the way it undercuts on these corals.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah, it just highlights that polyp structure so well. Here's another one of the big ones that I cut.
Wow.
And when I say big, this one's like the size of my head.
And that's like, it looks like those vugs or the, the large cavities are also gemmy.
They are. They're filled with druzy.
Oh man,
it's so
that's
cool.
insane.
So some of this stuff, raw, cut, and polished, will be for sale during the next live.
Did you hear that, folks?
Which
Oh my gosh.
hopefully will be Monday. If not Monday, definitely Tuesday.
Very cool.
But here's another one that I polished. Oh my gosh, this rock. Royal freaking blue. It came out. But wait, there's more. Look at this freaking polish.
Wow.
That is a mere freaking polish.
You can read the warning on, the lampshade. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, that's great.
So I'm beyond satisfied with this lap. It has been running nonstop since I got home. Like, oh my gosh. I've got so many rocks that I'm working through at the moment. So polished rocks coming very, very soon. I cannot believe how pretty this one is, though. This one's not going nowhere. That's one of my favorite mountain agates that I found.
Nice.
Oh, my nose. Come on,
Kurt, are you okay? Kurt, are you there?
Is he here?
He's here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
You're good?
I didn't know I was already back in. I was trying to type.
Hi, Kurt.
Hi.
He is alive. Yeah.
Our dog Granado was chasing the cat that unplugged the computer.
Oh wow! Nice job, everybody. That was like their orchestrated, doom for you.
Where'd Theo go?
He is having an allergy attack.
Oh.
Because that is the way of this, this
Podcast.
hangout that was supposed to be all chill.
Sorry, I had to blow my
we're not
nose.
stressing people out. Do you see the burrow though? Like in the picture?
Yes.
Right
yes, I see it.
Hey, what's up?
I was watching the whole time. I just didn't have my camera on because life was getting turned upside down.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so recently, I guess not so recently. That was like 2-3 weeks ago at this point. Anyway, last year, Montana Rock Mom and I got invited to dig on private lands where we were able to find shark teeth, Cretaceous shark teeth.
I remember you telling us that.
We got to go back.
Nice.
Insane.
And yeah, these things are phenomenal. So we got Cretalamna. We've got a little Scapanarhynchus. I believe this is a Cretoxydrina, which makes me so happy. Scapanarhynchus. I love. One of my favorite Western Interior Seaway sharks is Cretoxydrina, and I finally got my Cretoxydrina. It's right here. And that is not a small tooth. That is a sizable tooth.
That is. Yeah.
Here's my thumb.
Oh, wow.
And that thumb is 3 times the size of a normal person's thumb.
It is. Well. It is. It is indeed. So, yeah, we got some phenomenal stuff. There's another Cretalamna. Might be a Cardibide, and I think it's a Cretalamna. This is 2 Scapanarhynchus. This one, the longer of the two, that's a huge tooth. That thing is way bigger than it looks. So yeah, we didn't get as many monster-sized teeth that time, but oh my god, every single piece that I prepped was just absolutely loaded. Got a perfect, pristine little.
Look at the serrations on that.
Isn't that amazing?
Awesome.
They are perfect.
That is a Squalocorax, which is the crow shark.
Oh,
very similar in structure to tiger shark. I think they're really cool.
Oh my gosh, that is like such a dear little tooth there.
Isn't that fantastic? This right here has me so beyond excited though, because that is Hybotus.
Not Lobotus.
Not Lobotus, Hybotus. It's either a Hybotus or a Synechotus. But that if it is a Hybotus, which I am actually going to be sending more pictures to Derek so that he's friends with the president of the Paleontological Society of the Eastern Seaboard. So,
oh wow.
And he does a lot of research and studies a lot of Cretaceous sharks. And when I sent pictures of this to Derek, he was freaking out because this exposure is the Eagle Formation. So that's 77 to 80 million years old. Wow. Well, the extent of Hybotus's range, which is what he thinks it is is 99 million years, which means if this is Hybotus, that extends its lifespan, like its extinct date, by like 20 million years.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, so this might be a very significant little tooth.
Yeah, you found a historic anomaly here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Very cool.
So,
wow.
I'm very excited about that. So I'm
trying to throw a wrench in the system, Theo.
Pretty much. So I'm going to be getting a bunch of pictures to send to Derek in measurements, and if he needs it, I'll just send the piece to him. But yeah, we might have something significant right here. And for scale, that thing is about a third the size of my pinky nail. This thing is tiny.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, Hybotus are awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, so that could be really, really cool. But yeah, we got so many teeth. That video is going to be coming out soon. Then I think it was 2 weeks ago now.
Ooh.
1 week ago? I don't know. Alexis and I went to Yellowstone for the weekend, and we stopped off in Wyoming. At one spot, I forgot to take pictures, where we were finding fibrous red calcite, which is incredibly uncommon.
Ooh.
There's a very famous site in Montana, southern Montana, where I don't know if you guys have seen. I'll send pictures to you guys. It's like bright red stalactites,
cool.
And they're all old stock from the 70s, and they are insane. They look so they're so pretty. Well, this site I found is almost identical in structure. I just have not found any stalactites for yet. They're all botryoidal, but they've got such a pretty velvety texture. Anyway, though, so we hunted for some of that, but then we went to another spot in Wyoming where we found just the prettiest Chalcedony. It's so freaking colorful.
Nice.
Ooh.
And I cut some, and it just is so pretty. So much color, and the bots. Oh, so many bots. And then, I cut some of the bigger chunks. Oh, gosh, go back.
Oh, wow.
And it's like plumy inside.
Oh, cool.
Neat.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a floral pattern.
Right? And then I got some of the other pieces that had some matrix, and it's like, dude, I just
very much like that. Yeah.
I love it so much.
Here.
And then we got an animal encounter.
What was that?
On our way, I can show this because we weren't in the park yet. We were on our way to the park. We saw this. Is the audio playing?
No.
Is
that a grizzly?
It is a grizzly.
Heck yeah.
Well, there's no audio. I was talking about how this is like there's nothing that scares me more than grizzly bears. We go to
that's
Florida where we hang out with alligators, see snakes all the time. We're in areas where there's mountain lions all the time. No, screw that. Nothing scares me more than running into a wild grizzly bear.
That's warranted.
There's nothing you can do if it decides to kill you.
Totally. Yep. Yeah. That they're apex.
Yeah, you can be smart and do things in a way where you can avoid all snakes. You should never be attacked by an alligator under normal circumstances. Like, they're very easy to plan around. Grizzly bear, all you have to do is stumble near one, and that could be all it takes. But we got
why I don't want to go hiking in Montana.
Dude, it's real,
by
man.
myself.
In the mountains, anyway. They're only in the mountains, but man, they are terrifying. So we refuse to tent camp anymore. I'm not even joking.
I'll definitely put you off tent camping.
Yeah. Well, there was 3
Look
years
at this guy.
Look
at him.
Cool?
Oh,
look at him.
He's like checking you out.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, what? Take a picture. Yeah.
So there was 3 years in a row in this very mountain range, farther northwest.
Don't step right there. Oh my god.
3 years in a row where people were pulled out of their tents while they were sleeping by grizzly bears.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And that was all we
see
needed
you
to
as
hear.
a burrito.
Yeah.
There in your sleeping bag. Yeah.
Hey, stop it. Stop.
And that was pretty much all I needed to hear.
Stop.
Totally.
Ow.
Kurt.
Kurt.
You're live. All I could see is the full screen of the video.
What's the safe word? Like, are we okay?
Sorry, my cat. I realized just like a little bit ago, yesterday I was kneeling down in cactus, so I have little cactus burrs like in my knee, and my cat stepped right on there, and then he got caught in my shorts, and just claws like digging into my leg, and wouldn't let go. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt.
Oh no, you're fine. That was everything.
The appropriate like ending to a grizzly attack.
Yeah, it's literally just getting attacked by another animal. So I have filmed so many videos from Florida, and then the few that since we've been back, I do not have to film another video until August 8th. And that far out, which is awesome because I have been deep cleaning and organizing the shop for the last 2 weeks, and
hurting.
It has been so freaking busy. But yeah, we're finally getting the shop like deep clean, deep organized, like really, 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 yeah. And the reason for that is I'm gonna give the spoilers here because we'll say it again at the next live.
What?
We are doing lives every other week until the wedding. And there's a reason I've been doing so much work and there's been such a big gap between lives. And that's because I have been getting enough stuff ready and stockpiled so that I don't have to work in between lives. We can just focus on getting stuff packed. And yeah, so every other week until
live sales, people. Live sales. Yeah.
Well, and here it gets better. So every like penny spent on rocks will not only help fund our wedding.
Do it for the love.
It's not just that. You will also be helping to bring rookie rock hounding to the States.
Oh,
what?
Yes.
Do it. You got to buy rocks now.
He's going to be one of my groomsmen so long as we can get him here. And it's not that much that we need to raise to do it. So the big reason for the lives is to pay for the wedding, but also to pay to get Rookie to the States for the wedding.
You guys want to see that, right?
Yeah, like it's going to be awesome. So every penny spent helps bring Rookie stateside. It's worth it.
It's like you're selling Girl Scout cookies, but better.
Yeah.
Like, just do it for Rookie.
Yeah, if the wedding's not good enough incentive, it's like, yeah, do it for Rookie.
Plus, you're going to end up with some of that coral or something good. So
yeah, exactly. It's, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. So busy. I'm so happy that I just don't have to worry about filming for so long because there's so much stuff for sale. There's also another thing that I think I can tease here.
Yeah.
I know I already told you.
Do tell.
So we're working on the Theo Kellison cinematic universe apparently.
All right.
Because I'm starting another channel.
His Omniplex, yeah.
And if you guys would like, I would be happy to play the first minute and a half of the video I'm currently working on. This is all the teasers you're going to get until it launches. So if you guys are down.
Do it.
Down. So down low, we're like under Fermatera.
Everybody's in the chat talking, saying, yes, do it.
Yeah.
So I got to open it back up. Where'd it go? Oh, no.
And then I have to do something.
Oh, dear. Cancel.
It's gone.
What happened?
The suspense is killing us all.
It's fine. It was just minimized. I had to fix it.
It's making our animals go crazy. What?
So I was watching, and I have for years. I've watched a bunch of paleontology channels on YouTube. They're great. I love them. The information is so good. The catch is, if you aren't already a dinosaur nerd or ancient life nerd, most of the terminology is going to go right over your head. The bar for entry is pretty high. You have to be at least like somewhat paleontology literate to even understand what they're saying. So I thought, let's make an entry level dinosaur channel. Well, I don't even want to say paleontology because I think we may move into modern animals at some point. But yes, with a huge focus on comedy.
Have you shared yet?
I am doing it right now.
Okay, cool. Because I didn't see it yet. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Oh. Is he muted again?
I don't know. Here it goes. Wait, what? No, keep going. Yes. He's muted.
I have a feeling there's not going to be any volume again.
No, he's muted. He's going to do it right.
Every time I unplug
okay.
my All right, are we ready?
Sit tight, everybody.
Do it.
We're good?
We're good.
Yep.
All right.
Check. Blast off.
Listen, I have something that's been getting to me lately, and I need to talk about it. There's someone I care a lot about, and they were used and tossed aside like last week's half-eaten large cookie dough blizzard from the Dairy Queen because it was way too large for human consumption. And you could put it in the freezer for later, but then you forget it, and it gets that weird texture. Anyway, let's start at the beginning. Picture this. You're well-known, famous even, in certain academic circles anyway. You really got in there and shook things up, and in a good way, not some kind of unpleasant, not so good way. I really need a better analogy for that. You're a bright-eyed, plucky optimist, about to make your first big break in Hollywood. For the first time, your face won't just grace the discerning looks of scientists, but theaters worldwide. You're about to become a household name. You may even rival the big guy in popularity. You're first in line, opening day with your popcorn and snow crab to sit in that theater and see your face on the silver screen. And at that moment, what is it that you find?
Try to imagine yourself in the Cretaceous period. You get your first look at this 6-foot turkey and see whether it clear. He moves like a bird, lightly bobbing his head. And you keep still because you think that maybe his visual acuity is based on movement, like T-Rex. He'll lose you if you don't move, but no, not Velociraptor.
What? That's charlatan? That's not Velociraptor. That plus-sized turkey is barely the weight of a husky. I mean a dog, not a person. How could they do this to you? This was your big shot. They stole your moment. And now, decades later, there's not a person alive that doesn't know the name Velociraptor. It freaking took your likeness and rode your coattails to fame. They took your job. They did their job. They did their job. They did your job. God, I'm already blowing this way.
That's the good teaser for now.
I love that so much. You know, the MST3K shout out, and then of course South Park. It's good in so many different directions. I love it.
Oh, there's like literally hundreds of references in this video so far. So that's a great little window into the chaos that is to come. I didn't touch any of the education.
Wow. Oh, that's great.
What is that?
I don't know.
What was that sound?
Is it the Velociraptor?
I don't know. I'm scared.
It's the ghost of the Velociraptor. Is that my stomach?
It sounded like a purr. That was so alarming.
I have no cats around.
Yeah.
I don't either. Alexis took him. That was alarming. I don't know how I felt about that. Sorry. Anyway,
did you record it? Are you going to use it?
So yeah, I'm super excited about the new channel. Obviously, big focus on comedy, but also there's a ton of awesome information in these videos that it's so cool. I really want to give highlights to kind of stuff that people know of, but not in depth. Like, you know, most people have heard of Green River, but a lot of people don't know the ecosystem and the history of Green River. Or ever, like I was telling them, everyone knows about Megalodon, but how many people know about Squalodon or Hemipristis or, you know, all
Not
the
me.
myriad of different sharks that lived in the Florida waters during the Miocene. So yeah, very, very, very focused on education, but the primary focus is probably the comedy, honestly, if we're being honest. But it's laughs with a good dose of education, and I'm very excited about it. What is that? It's back. I don't know what it is.
Something is still playing in the background.
I don't think it's me. I think I have
It's
it
not
paused.
me.
Yeah, I think it's paused. I don't have anything playing.
That is so funny.
I don't know what that is, but it's alarming.
I don't either. Yeah, it's coming to get us, though, I think.
Yeah,
I'm like some
uncomfortable.
predatory.
It's like one of those noises that you hear off in the distance as
Yeah.
it's approaching.
Yeah, like Friday the 13th, and you know, like you're at a dark lake or something.
Yeah.
Well, that being said,
think
do we
that
have
wraps it
any good whys? Like, do you guys have some whys to share with everybody?
I do. If you have a harebrained idea or you are thinking someone should do that, just do it. Because I was sitting there like, man, I wish there was like a more comedy focused paleontology channel. Then I just sat there in silence for like 5 seconds, and I'm like, why can't I just do that?
As you're clipping through the channels, like,
yeah,
where's the paleontology?
Where's the humorous paleontology? Wait, I can do that. I have the power. So yeah, don't just think that, oh, I wish that was a thing. Make it a thing. Take the leap. That's not me. I know it's not me. I'm claiming innocence.
What?
That is crazy.
I don't get
it. We're seriously being hunted by like hungry dinosaur sounds.
I don't know what it is, but I'm uncomfortable.
Good wise though, I think. Excellent. And how about you, Kurt?
Man, it's been so long. I haven't come up with any in a while.
Drink water.
Drink lots of water. Take lots of water when you're out in the desert in this summer and fall rock hounding. Rock hounding, not hunting. What was that?
I don't know, man.
Did you hear that?
I did.
I heard
Did you hear like a shot?
Yeah. What is happening?
Yeah, that was on my side, you guys. Like what? That's something out our area somewhere. Yeah. Crazy.
What is happening tonight?
I don't know. We are seriously
jinxed. It's like,
It goes to the podcast pass.
No, just like, hello, we'll just be hanging out. Like, no, the freaking world is falling apart.
We totally planned on, the most chill like ever podcast. Like, it'll just be us, but there it is again.
I think it's a cricket.
I think it is. Like, there's a cricket in the system.
I think so. It's just that one sounded like a cricket.
So did you hit your wise, Kurt, or did you have something on that?
I can't talk. Take lots of water out with you when you're out rock hunting this summer and fall. Watch for snakes and scorpions and other little critters that can cause harm, and be careful and have fun. Find lots of rocks. And share them with us on our email, so when we do another viewer show and tell,
yes,
we have them.
Or on the Discord.
On the Discord. I haven't been on Discord in a while.
You can pop them up there. It's actually been growing. Hey, everybody on the Discord. And so we actually have a podcast show and tell Discord channel. And so if you specifically want to share with us on the podcast, it's not the regular show and tell, it's the actual Discord, or rather podcast show and tell. And as far as my wise goes, other than being creeped out by strange noises in your podcast, we actually got a chance to see an emergency situation play out in a totally positive way here on Yaquina Head. That is so is traveling through.
Every time it happens, we just kind of
our faces go. What was that?
I think that what was really kind of important about at least me seeing these people be saved, they got washed out in the surf, and
that's scary.
It happens a couple times every year. You've got summer visitors come out and they play, and they don't understand how gnarly things might be.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
I'm scared.
And so these guys actually had to have when the 8th emergency vehicle passed my house, I was like, okay, what's going on? And so I had to go out and check it out. And basically, when you're out in an environment that's new to you, which is all of us when we go rock hounding a lot of the time. You know, even if we've been out to the desert a bunch of times or out to the river a bunch of times, every single time nature is there for you, it's new. Because you don't know how much water's running down that river or how, you know, the desert has settled in this season. You might have been there before, but it's a new situation. And so watch out for what is unraveling before you in the moment. Because we get a little bit comfortable, like, oh yeah, I've been to Sunstones this many times, or I've been to the river this many times to go like search for stuff. But so you get comfortable like you're in your own home, but you're not. You know, there's like still the snakes, and there's still the like the sneaker waves for us, you know, or whatever. You can't turn your back. Like, go ahead and enjoy your time in nature, but respect nature with the utmost, because there's stuff that can come and get you, like the sound.
It wasn't here when Theo was muted. It disappeared.
I don't know what
it is. He's running his velociraptor sounds. They're all coming to get us. Or the snaggletooth tark fossils are coming.
Pretty much. I'm just accepting it at this point. It's fine.
Yeah. Just sit back and enjoy.
They're going to do what they're going to do. So,
there's fossil sharks in the water. We don't have to worry about it.
There's not much I can do to stop it. So.
and with that, so announcement.
What an uplifting note to end on.
Yeah, right. Doom,
and nothing you can do to stop it. Bye, everyone.
Yeah. Be scared of nature.
Be scared, and there's ghosts. Bye.
What I was actually going to ask for was like any announcements of upcoming videos. We know that there's a sale coming up, so you might want to like hit that one more time, Theo.
Okay, so if not Monday, for sure Tuesday.
Okay, there
also
you go.
Have a video coming out Saturday. I don't know which one it is. I have, like I said, I've got like 8 videos done right now, and I scheduled them all out ahead of time, and I don't remember what order I posted them in, so I have no idea which video. It might be cutting agonized coral. It might be polishing rocks. It could be a number of things. So just look out for that Saturday.
Spin that roulette wheel.
Yeah, it could be a number of things. So enjoy, regardless of what it is. But yeah, we'll be doing live sales hopefully every other week. We will probably be doing some every week for a period as well. So yeah, lots of sales, lots of live sales.
Save your money.
And look forward to the new channel, which will be coming probably in August. I want to build up a good amount of videos before I launch it. But I'm so excited to share it with you guys. It's going to be so much fun.
That was funny. We can't wait to watch it.
I'm so excited.
Well, thank you, Theo. And yeah, definitely want to check out that live sale coming up, and of course attend that video that is getting dropped. And Kurt, how about you? What is going on?
That no, I don't know.
Hey, congratulations
I'm
on
gonna...
5K.
Oh yeah,
Yay.
I forgot.
Yay!
Yeah. Well, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forgot. You can tell how on top of everything, how on top of I am. But yeah, we just hit 5K on my channel, so we'll be doing a I don't even have it right here. The UV Beast 365 nanometer mini. We'll be doing a giveaway in that video posting on Monday, and then once I'm well over 5,000. Like 5,100, we'll be doing the UV
like
Beast.
5 million.
That would be amazing, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Okay.
We'll be doing the UV Beast 365 3V flashlight giveaway in probably about a month. But
nice.
Yeah, so
sweet.
Make sure to turn on those notifications.
Do all the things, guys.
You know it.
Know the drill.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Kurt. And
thanks for the reminder.
Yeah. I figured there was
totally
something.
Forgot.
there. And I've got trip leg number 1. I lofted it off and we'll be videoing that sometime either this weekend or early next week. We'll be watching the trip down the 1 and a collection of Mojave agate. Yeah. And so that's going to be trip leg number 1. Chalcedony will be the second one, and sunstones will be number 3. And so we're gonna, like, in rapid fire, kata, 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 blah blah blah. Gonna hit you with some of that.
I was scared.
Yeah, you thought those sounds were
that was scary.
That's gonna happen.
I got scared there for a second.
Watching too much Westworld and whatnot. And so so some videos are going to be dropping soon, and then I had some actual some requests to do some live faceting. And so because you guys are twisting my arm and forcing me down into the ground about it, I'll go ahead and do probably one of those sometime next week as well. And so
you could do one of those huge quartz crystals I sent you.
I could.
You could do like a big honker. That'd be easier to see during a live stream too.
I could do that. That would make more sense than I mean, resistance might be futile on that one. I want to do a faceting live stream, so that should be landing sometime next week as well. So watch your notifications, because I'll probably like toss up a thumb earlier in the day and then pop it up. And so it'll probably be like, and we're live, one of those situations. So have your notifications going. And I'll try to get the word out. Of course, always on the Discord. If somebody in the chat right now wants to go ahead and pop up the Discord link, that would be awesome. You guys are all invited over there. We look at our shows and tells. We get group wisdom on such things as lapidary and silversmithing. We have a general, we have a random, anything goes. We have a fur babies channel, so that you can pop up all of your pictures of your animals, and basically, everything is represented. And so, yep, there's more sounds, and so we're just
that one was
clearly haunty.
I'm so uncomfortable right now.
I can tell you're just like.
That one sounded like a child, and I didn't like it. I didn't like that one bit.
Spooky child.
Okay, so we've got a haunted podcast Halloween in June going on tonight. You guys were here for it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening. And who knows what's going to happen? As I bet somebody will be able to push somebody else into doing a live right now. Since
I did. Oh my god!
I'm just not sure what that is. And so check it in the chat to see who's up next. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here on this glorious podcast Friday night. It seems like it's been ages. Steinkerns, and cheers to you and all of yours. And we will see you at a soon date if we all survive this.
If we live that long.
Yeah. So good evening, and here we go.
Dude, oh my gosh, I don't like that. It makes me so uncomfortable.
I can tell.
That literally sounds like a kid. Oh gosh. What the heck was that? What is happening?